Hello friends, and welcome back to the channel. I am here with a kind of small haul, but also a BOLO, which stands for be on the lookout. So items that you want to be on the lookout for. And I think I've got something that is going to interest you. But before we get started, a quick shout out to Victoria's Designer Creations, Sandy and Carrie. Sandy is Wilhelmina and Carrie is the Paper Monkey. Thank you, ladies, for all of your support and for commenting and being my friend. I appreciate it. So what are we going to look at? Well, I've got some ink in front of me because I have a little story time. So you will see probably, and I think I have enough footage to throw together that with my haul, but I have a little vlog footage of an estate sale and some yard sales that I went to. And on my way to the estate sale yesterday, I stopped at a yard sale because I was early, and it said no early birds at the estate/garage sale. So I was kind of killing time, and it was very close to my house, and I popped in, and these two ladies had literally hundreds and hundreds of Stampin' Up! Stamps. They had hundreds of punches, not a ton of paper, but, you know, paper and just all craft things, right? So I will save what I got. I didn't buy anything at that point. And I was like, well, they were a little bit, not that they were expensive, but a little bit higher. And I thought, well, I'll just wait and come back afterwards. So I did. And I picked up one thing. I think that was the only thing I got. And I'll save that for last. And so I was telling my friend Lori about having gone to the sale, and she said, well, I've been looking for an octagon or hexagon shaped stamp. And I said, well, it's really close to my house. I'll just run right back over there. Well, I wasn't intending on buying anything, but I did. So let me just show you what I'll start with the punches. I'll just show you what I got. I'm still looking for my 1.5 inch round punch. I would prefer one like this, but did I find one? And no. But what I did find is a 3/4 inch and a, well, it must be 1 inch and a 2 inch because I got 3 punches all Stampin' Up. I think this is Stampin'. Yeah. One of the ways you can kind of tell is the way that these are, they kind of dip down on the back. See that? And that's good because your thinner papers, it actually punches out pretty easily. And all 3 of those are like that. So I got those 3 squares. I had 1 square punch, which I had to let that go. And then I replaced it with these because I needed a couple different sizes and I didn't need to keep that one as well. And they were kind of duplicates. So I got those 3. And what did I do with them? What did I do with the little sheets? Oh, I did get the hexagon. And I'll show you that in a second. And I did get a butterfly. I've been looking for something I could use to like put dangles on with the butterfly. So I bought that. And then I just played around a little bit with it with the square punches and made some, little index cards. And then I used that really amazing Rome book paper and made a quick little butterfly. Just wanted to test it out. And then with the last thing I bought was just a postage stamp punch. And with that one, I used the hexagon to make my indents on my cards. And then I just played, there's the postage stamp with one of these, the 1 inch. There is the postage stamp with I'm assuming that's 2 inch. Let me see. I do that every time. Yeah, 2 inch or 1 3/4. I don't know. And then I used the little postage stamp for that one. And then this one is the 3/4 inch. So I just wanted to play with it and see nothing truly exciting, right? They're square punches and, but their prices were, compared to what a Stampin' Up! Stamp costs, very, very reasonable. They were between, I think all of their punches, I can always say stamps. I'm moving this out of the way. Excuse my reach. Were $4 or $5. Most all $4. And a couple $3, I think. Yeah, I think that some of the smaller ones were $3. And then I did pick up. So Dave and I have these bags. This one's called Haptim, the brand. But it is a backpack. This one actually is a, ooh, and it's coat. It's cushioned on the back. And this one is actually, I think, supposed to be, well, not supposed. It is a changing thing, but you can't see really well in there. There's tons of pockets, and this is the front, and it's got tons of pockets. And she wanted $35. I got it for $20, which I know that they're a lot more than that because I bought them for both Dave and I. So then when I showed him, he was like, oh, I want that. And I'm like, no, not happening. It's going to be for my, so I have business in one bag and travel crafts in the other. So one other stamp that I bought, and I did go ahead, what I'm going to show you next, I bought. And I saw this while she was getting everything ready for me. And she's like, you know what? Since you bought this, I'll just throw this stamp set in. She had wanted $10 for it. But it is a recipe stamp, and then all of these little, I'll show you. So there's the recipe stamp from the Kitchen of, which I thought was perfect for all of these journals. Look at, I've already been playing. And then there's desserts, breads, meats and main dishes, miscellaneous, soup, stews, and sauces, and vegetable salads inside. So I thought that was kind of cute. So I got that basically for free today. And thanks a lot, Lori, for enabling me to go and spend money that I hadn't intended to do, but I think it was worth it. So I am going to save the one item until last, but what I want to show you is what I think, well, this and the last item should be on your lookout list. I have seen these in thrift stores many a time. Now, I never really used a ton of Stampin' Up! Stuff. I mean, I went often, once in a while, would buy a stamp or a punch, but I was a demonstrator for Close to My Heart, so I had access to all of that good stuff. But hands down, Stampin' Up's punches are beyond any other that I've ever had. But this is called a rollograph. And so if you see these in a thrift store, a couple of things I'll tell you to look for, and then I would say purchase them. So these are the bases. They are going to create a stamp, okay? The next thing that is not required, but is nice to have in there, is the ink itself. So they have cartridges, and you can use re-inker. One of these, for the little ones, is blue. And it does have a re-inker with it. And it's a stamp. It's called Azul Ballet, Blue Ballet. But all you do is, now watch, I'm going to do this on camera and I won't be able to get it, is you, whoops, there's a little hole right here. And there's one, the stem of it. So your male and female part. And you're just going to pop it in there. And you push it all the way down. And you can leave it in there with the lid on it. Okay? So let's just do that on both these so we can get the gist. What color is this? Pumpkin pie. We don't want to use pumpkin pie because the demo one I got out is not a pumpkin pie color. Let's see. What is this? Pixie pink. Oh. Close to cocoa. Oh, well, heck. We'll put pumpkin spice in and pumpkin pie. And we'll try one. All right, so, oops. Again, male and female parts. You just pop that in there like that. I had it backwards. And push it all the way down. Now you pick your stamp. So for this one, I'm just going to use this. And these are the rollers that are going to come with them. This particular bag came with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the small ones and 11 of the large ones, plus all of those inks that I showed you, and there are just 2 large ones, 2 large inks. Excuse my hands. The one thing is, it's a little, I mean, I've peeled off all my nail polish by taking these in and out, so just FYI. So then you're just going to place this in the side like that and pop it in. Now, why haven't I bought this before? Well, I really didn't. I see them a lot at thrift stores, and I was like, okay, so then I'm going to use 2 pieces of paper just so I can kind of show you. And I didn't really know how well they worked. You know, it is plastic. I'm thinking, I don't know. So, I just never bought them. And then I was like, well, what if it's not all the supplies are there? And so, or sometimes it was just the, what am I doing? I don't need to do this. Oh, Lord. Okay, well, I did it anyway. So the ink is in there. I was doing something totally different. But that's why I really have never purchased it, because I was like, well, now that had two colors on it. I saw that when I must not have cleaned it very well. But isn't that cool? And then, you know, you could just, we'll use this one for our, but I love that pattern. See, I got a lot on there, and then I had the ink in there. So when you want to use the ink, you push it up. And when you don't, you can just take it, push it down. And then to pull this out, this is why my hands are so inky. You just literally pull it out. Now, what I did, I'm going to take this ink out, and we won't use this anymore, because I want you to know that if you see one of these in the wild and there aren't any ink cartridges with them, not to fear. You just saw what I did. But what you can do if you don't have an ink cartridge in there, or well, I guess you can if you do have one in there. You just need to make sure it's pushed back. But then you can just clean it like this. And what I did when I was playing with it is just did that, and then I have my really well-inked wipe. I don't know that one's going to make it in the cut to keep, but this is it. Again, it's called Stampin' Around by Stampin' Up, the Rollograph. Okay? So, let's just try another one here. I'm going to use this for my Stampin' Up, and I'll show you what some of the other ones look like. And then I'll show you what my stamped off page looked like and what I did with it. All right, so what we're going to do, does this have an ink pad in it? It does. I don't know which one, so let's just be surprised. And let's put, we're going to put this one in here because I want to use it with just regular ink. And then let's put, I don't know what color this is. We're just going to wing it. Let's do this one. This is just a geometric pattern. Whoa. Okay, now it's pushed down. So in order to get it to work, you push it up. Mellow Moss, that's what we got. We got some green. And what I did just to get it going is I used my runoff piece. Yeah, this is really, really mellow. But look what it does then. Now you got another dimension. I don't know. I'm pretty impressed. And then you just go like this. Oh, that wasn't very straight. But you get the gist. I'm just going to go over it right on top of the other one, because I think it's neat that way. Maybe not too much, but a little bit. And that's all there is to it. So my thought was, now, if I want to clean it, then I just push that back. And I just keep doing this until it comes off. So like I said, I was like, nah, I'm never going to buy one of those. It seems like a lot more work than it's worth, blah, blah, blah. And so I didn't. And then when she was actually playing with it when I was there, and I'm like, wait a minute, tell me about that, because I see these all the time and I never, pick them up because I don't really know how they work or what pieces need to be there. And she's like, oh, sure, I'll show you. So she showed me and I was like, all right, this is a nice to have. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just use my regular stamp pad and we're just going to use this small one. And so you know, you do kind of have to go like that a little bit, check it. I mean, just like you would if you were making sure your stamp got all the way around. There you go. Spin it. But look at that. How cute is that one? I should have my, you can see it's not coming off at the top very well because I needed to have my smushy pad underneath it. So there's that one. And that's just with, so you don't have to have the ink cartridges. You can just do it this way. So let's just, I want to keep this one separate because I like the geometric. Here, we'll just do it on the back of this. It's kind of like a tape runner, right? There we go. I'll clean the rest of it later. All right, so let's take that one out. And we're just going to set this one aside. I think we're done with that for now. And we're done with all of our ink cartridges. We're just going to play with what I have, which is other inks. So let's try... This one doesn't look like it's ever been used. And we'll try the red again. This is a poinsettia. So if this is like a lot of stamps, sometimes you have to do a couple stamps before it. I didn't rub my finger across it to get the oils into the stamp, so we'll see. So I'm just checking to see if everything is there, which I think it is. Okay. Pop that close. This is all my Close to My Heart ink that I've had before my children were born. Still using it, have not yet re-inked. That's pretty. All right, I have two more I want to show you. So let's, ooh, I might cut that out too. You know, if you're careful, you can do 2 sweeps of it and it's fine. Did I get that enough? Enough for now. I'll clean it off. And then see, this is the hard part. So you literally just pull it straight out. But you do need a little bit of muscle and you get a lot of it dirty. Okay. Let's do one more and then I'm going to show you all of the other ones that I did. I'm not going to do the snowflake, but I want to show you this one because I think it's so stinking cute. Let's use blue. Yeah. I think that will be fine. So these are just alphabet. But don't you think these, I mean, I could just sit, this is a great TV craft or a traveling craft where you could just sit and make tons of backgrounds all day long. So there's one rule. Here's the second one. I really like it a lot. I'm going to leave that one in there now. So, for example, on this one, that green I'm not loving so much. So let's say I'm going to do something with that green and orange because I like it. And then let's just say we're going to do something different with this and make something out of it. There we go. Now I've got 2 backgrounds right there. Journal cards, here they come. Okay, so here are some of the other ones that I did. There's a St. Patrick's Day one. This, actually, I should get this one out. We should play with it again. These two, because they're really, truly backgrounds. Let me... I'm cleaning this off more because I'm not using my... I'm not doing this part very well. So at least I can get it sort of cleaned up. So let's get out those brick ones. Here are, let's see. I like the tire tracks too. I thought that was cool. Where are you? Okay, here's that texture. And then here's the brick. Is that what I said I wanted? I think so. St. Patrick's Day. I don't know if I'll ever use that, but maybe. Never know. All right. Let's put this in and use it with some other colors. But before we do that, let me show you what else I did. So I did those three. That was what we just did. This is the background paper. We did this one together. Okay, so we'll slide that under there. Here's some. Oh, I got some room on there. So there's a snowflake. These are the tire tracks that were on, that I did in the orange. This is the tire tracks with this one over the top of it. These are just like little doodly things. These are like playing card, ace, spades, diamond, and hearts. This one, I bet you're going to want me to do that one. It's pumpkins. You know, and fall's almost here. I should probably do it in a more fall fun color like orange, since I have orange out. This is just swirlies. These were the alphabet, the flowers, and then this says snow, snow, snow. So, I mean, I got some fun stuff going on, right? And then this I tried with a pink for my, when I cleaned it off. Just doing it almost like an ombre. Look how cool that looks. Yeah, so I see some fun in my future. Okay, let's play with this a little bit. Should we just do a couple sheets? Ooh, I wonder if it works on... vellum. I'm looking here. Here we go. I'm good. We're just going to use my... All right, so I'll use that for runoff. We'll keep this one because I kind of like it. And we'll just make some backgrounds. And this one, what color should we use? Let's see. What did it look like? But I don't know. If you're like me, if you go to thrift stores or yard sales, they have these all the time. Well, I don't know what color I did before, so we're just going to wing it. I'm trying to think about what I have coming. Oh, I know. We'll use pink. Nope, we'll use yellow. Because I don't think I've used any yellow. All right, so I'm just going to... See, I didn't get that cleaned off very well. So if it were me doing this for real, I'd probably keep a washcloth and use that and really clean it up. And you could wash them. I mean, you could wash them in your sink. Unless, of course, you're going to use permanent ink, and then it's not going to come off. Okay. Let's just go for it. Now, what might be helpful is, like, if you want to start at the very edge of your sheet, which I've got lots of... Let's just take those out from underneath it. And stay tuned. I haven't shown you the best of everything that I got. You're not going to believe it. Let's do that, and then let's put another one here, just so if I want to start and go all the way to that. Oh, yeah, I like it. Now, I could do probably one more, just keeping it kind of close to it. Yes, that's cool. Well, guess what I'm going to be doing while we're all watching football. And that one you don't even have to be really careful with. Okay, one background. Boom. Done. All right, let's do another. What happened to my runoff sheet? It's behind here. Okay, pulling that out. Let's do our not make a background, because this one is not really meant to be a background, but it is meant to be a border. Hang on, I'm trying to find that sheet that I had room on. Come on, how hard can this be, Ange? Okay, there's that one and that one. This is kind of like jelly printing, kind of. You know, not really, but... Oh, it's right here. Okay, let's do this one. And we are going to use the orange. And we are going to... not do that because we're going to use that for something else. Okay. That is cute. Let's do one more. Sweet little pumpkin border. And little bats. Cute. Cute, cute. Okay. Now we need to do, we're going to do that brick one. And do another background. So I'm thinking I kind of want red and brown. So, well, let's just try this with this light champagne color. I don't know, just for giggles, as maybe the background, and then go over it with red. We don't know if we don't try. It's hard to tell with this color. Let's see it. Try it, test it. Oh yeah, it'll be fine. Okay. And usually in the thrift stores, they're really like $5.99 or something like that for all of them. What am I doing? Girl, girl, girl. You could probably do it this way too. And do I really, am I worried that these are not even or light and dark? And they are going to be because I have a lot of pages underneath it. No, because what we're going to do now is we're going to use the red and see what happens. I wish I had more of a brick red, but I do not. So we're just going to use this. And maybe we'll go real light instead of going crazy. Well, it doesn't really look like real brick when I'm doing it like that, but I do like that. So there you have it. My Bolo haul of the day. But the one thing, if you don't know, you will now, that I want you to be on the lookout for is, what was it that, oh, I can't remember what Carol said, but, when I told Carrie about it, she's like, that's like finding Jimmy Hoffa. So when I went back yesterday, I only bought one thing. And I was visiting with the ladies. They were so nice. And lo and behold, I looked down and it was right there in front of me for $5. This is called a whale tail punch. It's the one that is coveted by people. They do not make it anymore. And people will pay upwards of $100 or more for these. How do I know? Because I've seen it done. So, and on eBay, they go for anywhere from $60 to $100, maybe even more now. I don't know. But this is the whale tail punch. Ta-da. So be on the lookout for those as well, if you can find them. I was very happy. I've been looking for one in the wild. I refused to pay for one, you know, online. And, you know, patience and persistence pays off. That is not uneven. It's another, there we go. There you go. So that's what we have. So I'm going to be punching a whole lot of these. But I hope you enjoyed that little craft with me haul on this beautiful day. And I hope that you have a fantastic day hunting for treasures that you can use in your art, just like I did today. So until next time, friends, remember to take time to just be, and we will see you soon. Cheers.